Hopefully I look okay. Oh god. Water. Water. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. If you're new, hi, my name is Haley. I am a reader. That's why you clicked on this video, is because I have some books to talk about. And if you're not new, hi, welcome back. It's so good to see you. I've missed you. I feel like I was coming in hot with the videos this past month, like having videos to upload, and then it just kind of died. So, but that's okay. But welcome in. Thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be my September wrap up. I cannot believe September's over. This is honestly my best month. Today, I don't know if it was because I really committed to manga this month or if I just liked the books that I read this month. I don't know, but it was a really good month. I read 10 books this month and over half of them were manga, but that's fine. That's okay because, you know, I want to get into manga more and I really do enjoy it. But yes, thank you so much for joining me. If you aren't subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. I am trying to be more consistent with my videos and my reading and all of that good stuff, so I hope that you'll join me on this little adventure. I'm saving up for a more vlog style camera because this camera that I use for recording is quite big and the batteries honestly last maybe 20 minutes and then they're dead. So this camera is not a video camera. It's not meant for video, so I'm trying really hard to save up for like an actual vlog style camera so I can record more reading vlogs and other types of vlogs. So yeah, I'm hoping to get that soon. But thank you guys for supporting me and for watching this video, and I hope that you enjoy. So let's get into this wrap up. All right, so the first book that I read in the month of September was it was a book. It was a book. I read A Soul to Keep by Oprah Rain. This is a dark romance this is like a dark monster romance. It's definitely romance fantasy. Let me look at Goodreads and see what the Goodreads tags it as. Yeah, fantasy, romance, paranormal, demons, literally demons. But yes, I rated this a 3-star. Honestly, it was a time. It was a moment. This book is about Rhea. I think you pronounce her name Rhea. I was saying Rhea the entire time I read it. So this is about Rhea, who was known by her village as being the harbinger of death, because when she was a kid, her whole entire family dies and she was the only one that survived. They were attacked by demons and all killed except for her. So her village called her the harbinger of bad omens. So because she is this harbinger, every 10 years, the Duskwalker, his name is Orpheus, he visits her village every 10 years, provides a protection spell that lasts for 10 years, and in return he needs a human sacrifice. It's kind of like a human sacrifice. He just needs a human that is willing to go with him to the Vale, which is where all demons live. And Rhea, because she is the harbinger of death, is chosen to be their sacrifice for this decade, 10 years. So he takes her back to the Vale where the demons live, where he lives, and all he requires is for her to be his companion. He's honestly so sweet. He's so the Duskwalkers aren't, I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to spoil anything. I try really hard not to spoil stuff for you guys, but I don't know if this is a spoiler. So Duskwalkers, when they're created, are like mindless. They have no thoughts, no feelings, no nothing. And the more humans they eat, I think that this is synonymous with all demons, but the more humans they eat, the more like humanity they gain. So Orpheus has eaten a lot of humans, so he is very smart, he is very creative, he has a lot of humanity, he has a lot of feelings that Rhea herself has to navigate through because she doesn't know how to explain things to a demon. But this book was fun. It honestly threw me off a little bit. I don't know if I've ever read a paranormal monster romance like this. I've read a lot of vampires. I know those are considered paranormal. I've read Ice Planet Barbarians. I guess that would be considered monster romance, alien romance, sci-fi romance. I don't know, but this one really really got me. I did get bored for a little bit of it. This is a long fucking book. It is like 534 pages. It's really long, so definitely was a little bit too long for my taste, but I still had fun. I had a fun time. I had a little giggle. There were parts of it that I was like, ooh, what does Jade say? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That like, this book gave me a little bit of that. So yeah, A Soul to Keep by Oprah Rain. I don't know if I'm going to read the rest. I downloaded the second book just to see, but we shall see. Also, I read this on Kindle. So 3 stars for A Soul to Keep by Oprah Rain. So my next book, these first 3 books were on my TBR. Technically all these books were on my TBR, but I didn't finish my TBR for last month. I had 3 more to read, and honestly they were the 3 books that I wasn't excited about reading, so I'm not surprised that that happened. But the next book that I read was The Rom-Commers by Catherine Center. I'm conflicted, you guys. I feel like I really like Catherine Center's writing, but when I think back to the other books that I read, and when I look back on my Goodreads, I'm pretty sure I rated all of her books in the 3-star range. 3 stars is not bad. It's just kind of like mid, you know, middle of the line, nothing too crazy, nothing super exciting. But this one specifically really kind of disappointed me. I was expecting a lot more, I guess, out of this than I got. I didn't believe the love that was supposed to be happening between the 2 main characters. I don't know. Honestly, if this wasn't meant to be a romance, which is crazy that I'm even saying this, if this wasn't meant to be a romance, like a romantic comedy, I think that it would have been a great book. Like I think that this just being about 2 like playwrights, story writes, like, what is it called? I guess it is called a story write. Like these 2 authors, essentially, if it was just about them 2 navigating, helping each other, and one of them going out of their comfort zone to write a theme that they're not used to, I feel like this would have been so good. But it wasn't. It was meant to be a romance, and I just didn't like it. I rated it 3 even, but I don't know. There is one line in here that I highlighted. This says, I fell in love all the time, just nobody fell in love with me back. Fiction really kind of was all I had in the romance department, but that wasn't a weakness, that was a strength. I had a theory that we gravitate towards the stories we need in life. Whatever we're longing for, adventure, excitement, emotion, connection, we turn to stories that help us find it. Whatever questions we're struggling with, sometimes questions so deep we don't even really know we're asking them, we look for answers in stories. And I thought that was beautiful. But I didn't believe the love here. I didn't believe that they were supposed to end up together. It just wasn't, I don't know. It didn't blow me away. It was just kind of boring, and that really makes me sad because I really feel like I want to love Catherine Center's writing, and I feel like I have enjoyed her books, but this one was my least favorite, I think, out of the 3 that she's written, that I've read. So The Rom-Commers, 3 stars. Maybe the next one will blow me away. Okay, so the next book I read was The High Mountain Court by A.K. Mulford. This was a good one. I didn't write a review for this like I normally do. I'm trying to think of what I would rate it, because honestly there were parts in here where I was like bored, but there were other parts that I was like, dang, like this is the shiz I like, you know? I think I would give it like a 4.25 probably. I need to go in and write a review for it because I don't know, I finished it and I just need to mull over my feelings after I finished reading this. I could not, my brain just couldn't. So this is about Remy, who thought she was the only Red Witch that remained in existence. The Red Witches used to live in this area of the, what would you call it, continent, world of the world, called the High Mountain Court, and the High Mountain Court was wiped out by the Northern Court, the Northern Army, and Remy escaped. She thought she was the only Red Witch that ever, like, that lasted from those attacks, and she meets 4 Fey warriors, one of them being Prince Hale of the Eastern Kingdoms, and he's telling her that there are more red witches, they're alive. He takes her and is like, there's more red witches, I'm gonna take you, but you need to help me find these certain things in order to help the High Mountain Court take back the land and defeat the Northern Court, essentially. So they go on this adventure. I honestly thought it was going to be enemies to lovers. It was not enemies to lovers at all. I would say it was more not rivals to lovers, but like mistrusting foes, mistrusting quest partners to lovers. I don't know, can we create a new trope for that? But I loved this book. There is, the female main character is a POC. There is, you know, LGBTQ plus representation in this book. The female main character is a badass. The male main character is very soft and very caring. I really enjoyed it. The only problem I have, besides the enemies to lovers not existing here, is the fact that there are like 10 books in this series already. I don't know when this was released, but there are a lot of books because there's novellas. So there's 3 books in the 5 Crowns of Oakrith, and then there's 3, okay, I exaggerated with the 10, and then there's 3 books for novellas. So there are some novellas with this as well, and I need them all now. I need them all. I need to have them in my collection. I need to read them. I need to just sit with them and hold them because I loved this book. It was so good. I loved it. But yeah, I think that the tension in this book was really, really good. There's a scene in here, the poker game scene, if you know, you know. That scene got me. But High Mountain Court by Aiken Mulford, I'm gonna say 4.25, and I'll have to write a review later, but 4.25 stars for this one. I really, really enjoyed it. Okay, so now I'm gonna quickly go through the manga that I read. I'm not gonna go like too into the mangas because I don't know. It just feels repetitive to me. I rated all of these like 3 to 4 stars. The ones that were like 3 stars were like, I don't know why they're 3 stars. They just didn't give me like, oh my god, I'm so hype, whatever. So I don't know what I'm saying. I'm also rushing because I need to leave back to work in like 10 minutes, but it's fine. We're gonna get through it. So the first manga that I read was the One Piece Omnibus Volume 1. So this has volumes 1, 2, and 3 in it. I have 2 more of these that I need to read, and I'm actually going to put out a TikTok showing how long it took me to read each of these mangas last week. I read all of these last week. So I read this one. This one, honestly, I really enjoy One Piece. I'm trying to get through the show as well, so I'm like reading and watching the show at the same time. But one thing that really threw me off was I didn't know that Zoro was called Zolo in these. Like Roronoa Zolo. Like that really tripped me up, but I do feel like I heard that from somewhere. But yeah, I finished this one. I gave it 4 stars. And then I read A Sign of Affection. This one is so, so cute. Honestly, it was a little slice of lifey for me, so I felt a little like disconnected, but it was really, really cute. I'm pretty sure I rated this one 4 stars as well. I'm really excited for the rest of these. I need to watch the show also, but it's so cute. I really, really love this premise, and I love the 2 main characters. This one's really good. And then I read Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, the comic. This is a manhwa, I believe. I'm so sorry if I'm saying this wrong. I rated this one 3 stars. I was a little confused through this one. This one I was reading and I was like, who are these people, and like, what is this person, and blah blah blah. I was a little confused, so I may need to reread this, but I still had a good time. I still had a good time reading it, so I rated it 3 stars. It's also like gorgeous. The art is so good in that one. And then I read My Happy Marriage Volume 4. Y'all know how I feel about My Happy Marriage. I am so excited for the new season. It comes out in January, I believe. I freaking love this couple. I love them so freaking much. I need to find somebody with a Netflix account because I don't have Netflix anymore. But I love My Happy Marriage. This is honestly one of my new favorite anime mangas. Love it. I give it 4 stars. And then I read Spy Family Volume 1 and Volume 2. I gave both of them 3 stars, only because this is like, you know, the beginnings of Spy Family and nothing much really goes on. I adore Anya with all of my heart and soul. We love Anya, and I honestly can't wait for more seasons to come out and for me to read more of that. And then lastly, I read Fly Me to the Moon Volume 3, and I gave this one 4 stars. This is one of my all-time favorite romance animes, so all of the manga is going to be rated really highly. This is also very slice of life, but it also has like a historical fantasy like undertones to it just because of who Tsukasa actually is. And this is just theory because this hasn't finished yet, I don't think. Like, I still think they're in the middle of making these, but this is just a theory of who she is. So I really enjoy this anime. If you haven't checked it out, it's on Crunchyroll, I believe, but I love, so I gave this one 4 stars. Alright, that was all of the books that I read in the month of September. My October TBR should be coming out very soon. I can't decide if I want to do random number generator again or if I want to just pick my books, since October is kind of a themed month, but we shall see. Thank you so much for joining me though. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed hearing my thoughts over the books I read this month. And yeah, I love you guys very much. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're not subscribed, please feel free to subscribe, leave a comment and a like, and follow all my socials. Those should be linked down in the description. And yeah, I love you guys very much. I hope you have a beautiful October, and I will see you all next time. Bye!